Bangladesh inks UN Charter against forced disappearance. Bangabandhu's family security law repealed. Polls schedule interim government's jurisdiction. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. You're watching ATN News. I'm Salim Kadir with English Bulletin. Bangladesh has become signatory of International Convention for Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearance. A statement sent from the Chief Advisor's office confirmed the matter to the media. Chief Advisor of the interim government, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, signed the convention. Although Bangladesh became a part of all fundamental charters of United Nations refrained from signing the UN Convention against Enforced Disappearance, the interim government headed by Dr. Muhammad Yunus has now signed the convention, giving special importance to human rights issue. Before Bangladesh, 75 countries signed the convention. The law enacted to provide security to the family members of Bangabandhu has been revoked. The decision to annul the law was made at a meeting of the Advisory Council held at Chief Advisor's residence, Jamuna, on Thursday afternoon. Later at a briefing after the meeting, Environment, Forest and Climate Change Affairs Advisor Saida Rizwana Hassan said the law has been repealed, taking into consideration that it had been enacted to provide special privilege to a specific family. That was a clearly discrimination. The Advisory Council also decided to cancel the scope to whiten black money. The interim government will have dialogue with the political parties, she added. Not the political parties, the interim government will announce the polls schedule. BNP is hopeful that interim government will announce the polls schedule after making necessary reforms. BNP's Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir made the reaction while talking to the media after a meeting with the Chief Advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus at his residence Jamuna. BNP's Secretary General was flanked by two other members of the Standing Committee, Amir Khosru Mahmood Chaudhry and Salahuddin Ahmed. Mirza Fakhrul said they expect that interim government will bring stability in the country. The BNP leader said the dialogue of the political parties with the interim government will continue, that will set the center stage for the polls. The meeting at Chief Advisor's residence continued for 1.5 hours. The committee formed to unveil the white paper on the present economic reality of the country will not give list of the corrupt people. Rather, the committee will highlight in what process and what amount of graft has taken place. The head of the committee, Devapriya Bhattacharya, made the disclosure to the media after the first meeting of the committee on Thursday. One more complaint has been filed before the International Crimes Tribunal against 52 people, including Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, on allegation of genocide during anti-discrimination students' movement. Father of a student killed in the movement filed the complaint to the chief coordinator of the tribunal at the head office of the tribunal's probe agency in capital's Dhanmondi on Thursday. In the complaint, Muhammad Ghulam Razak said his son Nasib Hassan Rian, a student of BIC College of Mirpur, got killed in police firing in capital Shamoli Ring Road at around 6 p.m. on August 5. Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, 9 of his cabinet members, lawmakers, 5 senior police officials and 27 senior journalists were made accused persons in the complaint. Lawyer of the plaintiff Ghazi H. Tamim said Accused journalists met Sheikh Hasina on August 3 and later gave legitimacy to genocide through different talk shows. Jamuna Bank Foundation, headed by chairman of Jamuna Bank and the founder of the foundation, Al-Hajj Nur Muhammad, is now engaged in rendering unique humanitarian support to flood-affected people across the country. The foundation has provided 13 essential food items to 501 families in 9 unions of Shonagazi Upazila of Feni. Besides, the foundation has also distributed relief package among 500 families in Chagalnaya Upazila of Feni. The foundation wishes to contribute its noble venture for the flood-affected people when the whole country have become united under one umbrella to render support to the flood victims. We now follow up with a short break, and we will be back soon with Bangladesh inks UN Charter against forced disappearance. Bangabandhu's family security law repealed. Poll schedule interim government's jurisdiction. Mushfiq gets elevated to test ranking. Welcome back. You're watching ATN News. This is news at 7:30. Flood situation across the country has started to improve in several parts of the country as the frequency of rain is getting lessened. 52 deaths have so far been reported, although flood water has begun to recede in Feni, Petro Bangla, Tulabaria, South Shonapur and Dagonbuya areas still remain waterlogged. However, a dire food crisis is prevailing in different flood-affected areas of Feni. Number of patients is increasing in the hospital due to spread of different types of waterborne disease. Flood situation is yet to improve in Lakshmipur and Kumilla. People have started to return home as floodwater has receded in Habiganj. We now begin with news around the world. Flood situation has worsened in India's Gujarat as exceptionally heavy rain continues to pound Gujarat. Death toll in related calamity has reached to 35 in 3 days. Around 18,000 people have been evacuated flooded areas to safe places. India Meteorological Department has warned of extremely heavy rain till August 30. Alongside, it has issued a red alert for rain in 11 districts in Gujarat and a yellow alert for 22 districts. Official release said 140 reservoirs and dams and 24 rivers in Gujarat are overflowing above the danger mark due to torrential rains. Rajkot, Anand, Mahisagar, Kheda, Ahmedabad, Morbi, Janura and Bharuch are the worst hit districts. Water from Ajwa and Pratappura reservoir has released into Vishamatri river, causing floods downstream. Parts of Vadodara and other cities' villages along the river have been under 10 to 12 feet of water. However, this morning, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel to assess the situation and assured possible support assistance. European Union in recent said that Israel must not bring the full-scale destruction seen in Gaza to the occupied West Bank. Meanwhile, 8 Palestinians have been killed in the latest Israeli bombing of a school sheltering displaced people to the east of Deir al-Balah. The largest Israeli raid on West Bank in decades has continued with at least 12 Palestinians killed and dozens wounded after the first day of Wednesday's incursion. Thereafter, EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell said Israel's major military incursion into the occupied West Bank must not be the premises of a war extension from Gaza and a repeat of the full-scale destruction seen in the Palestinian enclave. Further, Palestinian Center for Human Rights Al-Haq and Al-Mizan Center for Human Rights have also warned of escalating violence in West Bank. In a joint statement, the rights group called on the international community to immediately intervene and implement countermeasures against Israel as required by the international law. Viewers, will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. We now begin with sports news. Mushfiqur Rahim awarded man of the match after a historic 10-wicket win over Pakistan with his 191-run innings. The right-handed Bangladeshi veteran batter has advanced 7 places to a career-best 17th position in ICC Test batting rankings. According to the latest updated rankings of ICC on Wednesday, Mushfiq reverted to his career-best 17th position in batting rankings after the first test in Rawalpindi. The former captain also achieved the highest career ratings of 684 points. Earlier in May 2022 and April 2023, he was ranked 17th. Liton Das, who scored 56 runs for Bangladesh in the first innings in Rawalpindi Test, has advanced by 2 places to the 27th position in the batting rankings. However, no change observed in the first 3 places in the batting, bowling or all-rounder rankings. Shakib Al Hasan is also in the 3rd position in all-rounder ranking. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Bangladesh inks UN Charter against forced disappearance. Bangabandhu's family security law repealed. Poll schedule entering government's jurisdiction. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. Until then, see you soon.